Hey guys, and welcome to my reaction to All Will Be Revealed. Most likely, definitely the worst kept secret ever, the Oblivion Remaster. Maybe, just maybe, it's the Elder Scrolls 6. Maybe we'll finally get a Shadow Drop today. No, it's going to be a Oblivion Remaster. I can't wait to see this, see what it's like. Also, want to, I've never played Oblivion. I feel like I've loaded it up on Game Pass or something. Never played it actually, so I do want to play it. I've always wanted to play. I always wanted to play Oblivion and Morrowind. I did try and play Skyrim. I really liked it, and then Starfield came out, and I just stopped playing Skyrim. So I do want to pick Skyrim back up too. But yes, this is a game I've 100% wanted to play, and if a remaster, boom, 100% want to play now. The rumor is it's on. The rumor is Unreal Engine 5 for the graphics and Gamebryo / Creation Engine for the game logic. I'm not a game developer. I don't know how that works. Two engines. Apparently, it's a thing that happens. Diablo, Halo, other games that exist. I think. God, I can't think. I think apparently Demon Souls may have done it too. I don't know exactly, but we're getting into it here. I think this could be great. I wonder if they do at the end. I doubt it. Have a teaser for 6. I doubt they will, but we'll see. And again, I will probably do a video on this. I don't know if I'm actually going to play it, but I may do a video on this if it releases today, especially, and see what we're talking about. Bethesda Game Studios. Yep. So it's definitely a remaster. Damn, that looks good. I've seen screenshots of what Oblivion used to look like. And again, I think I did load it up once and it looked really old. And it's crazy. Damn.
Take with you my blessings
That's hard.
and the hope of the Empire.
For if they have a special edition for this, people are going to be buying it. I ain't going to buy it, but people will be.
And close shut the jaws.
There we go.
Oblivion.
Oblivion Remastered, yep. Again, worst kept. Imagine if that was just it. They're just like, yep, we're gone. Stream finished. The worst kept secret in gaming ever.
20 years later.
Wonder how long this will be. 15 minutes, maybe? It seems.
When
I don't know.
you think about the Elder Scrolls,
There we go.
to us it goes beyond game franchise.
Yeah, it's the DNA of Bethesda Game Studios.
Obviously, we're working on the 6th chapter here.
Yeah,
But what's
show us.
great about the Elder Scrolls is being able to look back at all of the chapters.
Like, look at
Skyrim,
that,
Oblivion,
bro.
Morrowind,
That's
Daggerfall, Arena.
crazy.
Each of them try to define
Games coming so
role-playing games
far
and open-world
graphically.
games for their generation.
You can
Fans
argue
got
that
so connected with the worlds we've made and these
We've
stories
gotten
we're
worse.
telling, and it's really amazing.
Oblivion
story.
was a real defining moment in the series and
Wow.
for how we make
Graphically,
games
it's crazy. I do wonder what
I think
tweaks will
when
be in
comes
it. Will it just be
to
basically a
remaster,
graphics
we want people
do
to
over,
feel
or
the way they did then, but it's still a game of its time. You want to keep those bones in place. You want some
Okay.
of that old charm.
he's basically
Coming back to
saying
Oblivion now
we
with
want to
this
keep the bugs,
tremendous
we want to
visual
keep the
update,
jankiness.
Absolutely amazing. It's the world I remember, but better.
There's so much there, both
Show
for the
us,
Elder
man.
Scrolls world and also
You're teasing me.
this evolution
teasing
of our
me.
games. I think is really, really important for people to take a look back at.
Looking back and seeing everything we've accomplished in the past 20 years and working with these people, like, it's really special.
Yeah, there are still quite a few people that I've worked with for that long. And
Jesus.
it sort of gave me the warm fuzzies.
Oh my God!
Just
it's been
tech,
20
bro.
years. I
This
think the
is
thing that gets me
wild
the most
to me.
is the music. Like when you hear that music at the main menu, there's just like
The Elder Scrolls, I mean Bethesda in general, have always had
flood of
great
nostalgia.
music.
Oblivion is the beginning of
Like, I think
who I
Starfield's
am.
music's pretty great.
As an individual, as a game developer, it all starts with is.
I don't even think it took me till release to realize how big this was.
People loved it. Like, they loved it.
Such a key moment in our history of making games and the evolution of how we build these worlds, and having
Again,
players be
as
able to
someone
come
that's
back
not
and experience that is
played it
really
before,
amazing.
looking at this, it's
Had that
even
really
given
special
me.
moment of coming out in
So
the world for
I've
the
never
first time,
played it,
what
but
that
it's
meant to this
somehow making
Every
me
time we
feel
think about
nostalgia. It makes
Oblivion, it's,
maybe it's
what
just
if we
kind of
could
like
give that moment to
the old
everybody?
game feel, you know?
I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's
Original
emperor. But for all
2006
these
footage.
years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams.
Okay, they got to switch between it, I guess.
I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may
Jeez.
see.
That looks really good. Wow. Oh my god. Oh, that looks beautiful.
Whether you're reliving these moments or experiencing them for the first time, the world of Oblivion Remastered immediately looks and feels incredible.
That looks fantastic.
When we decided to remaster Oblivion, we were really
That's
picky about
such an
finding the
upgrade.
right partner. From the very beginning of this project, we had one rule. We weren't going to do this if we weren't going to be able to do it right. Our partners at Virtuous went above and beyond to bring our vision to life. The care and love they've poured into the Oblivion Remaster has been absolutely
Oh my
breathtaking.
god.
Welcome to Paris, and welcome to
Paris?
Virtuous. Our team here has been hard at work delivering the best remastered Oblivion experience possible. We've worked with Bethesda Game Studios on other projects in the past, so we know what makes that team and their games special.
Whoa.
We wanted to
This
make
looks
the
crazy.
remaster more friendly to gamers with modern hardware. This is Oblivion in its most complete form.
Oh yeah, because wasn't it like there was like issues with older like Oblivion on newer hardware or something like that? I think I could be wrong.
Someone got here.
Like maybe something like CPU cores and stuff like that. I don't know exactly, but I need to play. I need to play this. But if this releases today, I'm downloading it right now.
Those familiar with only some Elder Scrolls lore will now be able to experience the events that set the stage for Skyrim.
Ooh.
You embark on an epic journey to stop the Mythic Dawn cult.
Okay.
Time of cleansing draws nigh.
Well, you're clocked,
From
bro.
unleashing the Daedric Prince of Destruction.
Is that
What
racist?
was the Oblivion
Anyway.
crisis? What happened to the previous Emperor of Cyrodiil? Why are there only 8 divines instead of 9? In addition to the core game, the remaster contains all add-ons, including story expansions, Shivering Isles, and Knights of the Nine, so you get the full
Okay.
experience.
Perfect.
On a personal level, it was really important to me to ensure that we're preserving the magic of the original experience. At the end of the day, we're all fans too.
This is a dream project for me, right? I'm a fan. I have been always a fan.
Well, I played Oblivion for perhaps
I
10,000
can't.
hours.
Oblivion was my
Wait.
first Elder Scrolls game.
Again, I've
and
never
it
played
was
it.
one of the games that made me want to be a game developer.
And
The best way to describe it
I've
would be
always
to
wanted
call
to play
it
it.
a love letter.
for if they do like Fallout 3 next,
You will find your own
I'm
path,
so in.
but there will be blood and death before the end.
Wow. I really do. I don't wonder how it's gonna work, engine-wise. That's like the one question that's like on my mind. Because obviously, Gamebryo / Creation Engine has that Bethesda
The technology
magic
we used
that
to
they
create
need.
the original was cutting edge at the time, but tools have come a long
Wow. Oh, yeah. They've come a long way,
Still
definitely.
the heart and soul of the remaster, but we use Unreal Engine 5 to help achieve all our visual goals.
Yeah,
We
so it
think of
is.
The Oblivion game engine as the brain and Unreal 5 as the body.
Yeah,
The
so
brain
it
drives
is.
all the
Gamebryo
world
and
logic
Creation Engine
gameplay, and the body brings to life
is
the
the
experience that players have loved for almost
again
20
the game
years.
logic and
It's
Unreal
not
around
just
it.
about pure fidelity. We knew we had to preserve the distinct style making it as uniquely Oblivion as possible.
So that debunks everyone saying it's a full remake, because I would not call that a remake. That people keep calling it a remake.
A wonderful place. Good for a visit. Or
seeing the walking animation there, it still felt a bit janky.
We've leveraged
Not saying that's bad, I was
every
just
major
saying
feature from the latest
if it was a
version of
full
Unreal 5.
remake, I feel like it wouldn't
Our
feel
goal
janky.
was
Maybe
to
that's
push
wrong.
the
Maybe it
visuals
wasn't
to the
even
next level
janky.
using the latest technologies. We created brand new, highly detailed character models and stunning landscapes that use millions of polygons in each asset, allowing
just
us
trying
a
to...
truly impressive level of detail in the world.
Bro,
Every
that is
single asset
disgusting.
in this game was completely redesigned and handcrafted from scratch.
That is actually just, that is
implemented
dirty.
An advanced real-time lighting system that accurately simulates how light interacts with the environment. This results in more realistic lighting and atmospheric effects. While the original game had limited dynamic shadows, now the entire world reacts naturally to light.
Wow.
We used an incredible new lip sync technology that really enhanced performance in our characters.
he left us a warning. Heed it.
Unreal
Yeah,
tools
it's that
helped
faces
us
look
create the base mesh of our characters.
slightly better than
From
Starfield.
there, our artists sculpt each race individually to adapt it to the mesh, allowing us to
No,
share the model,
they
rig, and textures.
actually can't
As
say
a result,
anything more than
all
they
races,
basically say they've
including
cooked.
Argonians, orcs, and Khajiits, are
It
built in the
actually-
same base mesh, making the lip sync system more effective even when
I
the
don't
characters have
know,
very different facial features.
artistically wise,
We
the
have
first game
access to
mainly, so
so
there may be
many
changes
modern
that
rendering
people don't
features.
like.
You'll see them in something as simple as running
But
through
in
a
my opinion,
forest,
this looks
insects flying around,
like the
fish swimming in
near
water,
perfect
light
remaster.
filtering through the leaves. Thanks to these technological advances,
This
you
looks
feel
crazy.
even more immersed in this living, breathing world. You'll really believe you're in Cyrodiil.
I believe you can handle a more complicated assignment. I would like you to retrieve a carved panel from the central chamber of the High Fane.
But you gotta, I know they said that, you know, it's good for the community, but you gotta feel sorry for Skybleeding people, man.
It's not just visuals that
Because,
we've modernized
wow.
in the remaster. It's gameplay. It's UI and UX.
Jesus, whoa, that UI looks
It's
so old.
audio.
To be fair, it gave me
We've updated
sort of like
features and
a
systems
Kingdom Come vibe,
across
that
the
UI,
board.
but
We've changed the approach to leveling,
maybe it's just me.
which I think will make a lot of people happy.
Yeah, apparently the
Inspired by
leveling was
leveling
bad.
systems of both Oblivion and Skyrim, so it's the best of both worlds.
Yeah, apparently the leveling wasn't good, and like at some point it just got really hard or something. I don't.
We were able to
I don't know,
fully
but-
recreate the character models, creating a physicality that feels more human. You see that in places like combat animations. There's a lot more separation
Ugh,
between the
spiders.
upper and lower body, and all the animations have
You.
more flourish. Combat in the original Oblivion didn't have sound effects, visual effects.
That's insane to
or
see the side by side there.
Now you'll get blood splatters,
You
sparks.
just never
and
realize,
control
right?
feedback.
Obviously,
You know, it's a little thing. but little things
2006
add
is
up to make the combat more modern.
20 years ago, nearly, but
There's a proper
you
third-person
just don't
perspective.
realize
The original had third-person,
old games
but
like.
there was no crosshair, and
I
we
mean,
felt
yeah,
the
Mass
experience
Effect
could
still
be
was good,
modernized.
but Mass Effect.
One of our
Oblivion.
goals was to have a third-person view that
I'm
compared
just trying to think of like
Starfield
old
in
games that
terms
have
of
had
playability.
remasters, but I just
Now,
can't
the
think of
third-person
them.
perspective has all the same control
just
you get
don't.
from the first-person view.
You go back to them and you're like, oh, that looks really good for the time I was playing. You play it and you're like,
Oblivion first
wow.
launched. Greetings. How goes it? How are you?
It's
This
crazy
storage
how
limit
much,
meant we couldn't have unique voiceovers for all the races. So we've gone
how much
back
the
and recorded
times have
new lines of
changed,
dialogue.
how much graphics have got better.
Each race represented in the game now sounds unique.
Can't stand the
Oh, that's
sight
so
of
good.
those creatures.
We also made sure to keep in all of the quirkier dialogue.
I really like the way.
Oh, wait, wasn't there.
Sometimes it's so random.
Wasn't there an
But it's
Oblivion
like
dialogue
so nice and creepy at the same time.
that.
You violated the law.
Stop! You violated the
I'm
law.
trying to think. That basically left.
Stop right there, criminal.
She finished the line,
Cheese for everyone.
and they left in like the cut, the part that was supposed to be cut out. Okay, these voice lines I don't.
One of the elder
I haven't played it, so
scrolls
it's
from
not.
the
I
Imperial
don't know, but
Palace.
you know.
You need to find the reading room. The blind priests will deliver a scroll to you there. Do not
Bro,
speak to
the texture on that scroll, bro,
chosen you
it looks so
because you are the best.
detailed.
Good luck.
like the I don't know. Again, I don't know technological terms.
You violated the law.
But it's not flat.
Pay with your blood.
Oh, pay with your blood, eh? That's a bit nasty.
As
I'm
games
into
have
this.
developed
Bro,
over
look
the
at the
past
detail on that
20
road,
years,
man.
Players have come to expect a certain suite of tools and controls.
Like sprinting. Sprinting is an interesting one because there was such a big debate internally among our teams. Some of us were absolute purists, but ultimately, we decided it's 2025 and people are going to want to sprint. In fact,
I mean, yeah.
all of the character locomotion has been completely redone from scratch. And that has a huge impact.
People
from the
would
very beginning of the
complain so hard if there
Every
wasn't
single
sprint.
updated or new feature was implemented with the player in mind. It all comes down to what makes Oblivion, Oblivion. What are those features that just immediately come to mind for players when they think of the game?
The mini-games
I'm so into
are
this,
the
man.
mini-games. Those are so iconic to Oblivion.
Great. How's it go again?
Like lockpicking. You can put a fresh coat of paint on it, but you can't change it too
Bethesda
much
lockpicking,
because
man.
it's part of the core experience.
Whether you're returning to Cyrodiil or you're a newcomer,
I'm going to follow you and watch
Oh
you
my
and
God.
worship the ground you walk on.
you will instantly feel at home. It just feels better. We've modernized a lot, but
See,
it's
I
still the same
swear
incredible adventure.
the
and
Dawn
same
fan
carefully
looks
handcrafted
very
world.
different. And I think that's something that people make complain about. Maybe I'm wrong.
We've been waiting?
Oblivion is a core part of the story of Bethesda Game Studios. None of what we're surrounded by right now
Starfield,
would be here
just
if we
re-downloaded that. I'm gonna load
hadn't
up.
made that
Play
game,
Shattered
and if it hadn't been the success
Space.
it was.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
The effort that we put into it, the sort of the love that went into it, I think that comes across.
But was that in game? That actually looked like a real picture.
worked on something
I thought they were gonna be like, oh yeah, here's reference for something that we used in real life.
And now, to help introduce this game to a new generation of players,
Yeah,
I feel
this
so
is
lucky.
definitely a
I really think
remaster that
people,
needed to
when they
happen.
jump back into the remaster, they're going to be shocked at just how good the game looks.
I've never played
Oblivion
Oblivion,
games
and
look
I'm shocked how good it
absolutely
looks.
incredible,
You know.
And I think they're just going to find themselves lost in the world.
Even if it's just the music, for example, just walking around for half an hour in the world, you feel something, and that's precious.
You're going back to a world that you've been to before.
God damn.
But it's better somehow. Like, it's an intangible thing, but it's like, it's new, it's fun, like it's exciting again.
But it's ultimately the same game. There was a lot of respect for what was before, and I think the fans will appreciate that.
From all of us at Bethesda Game Studios
And Virtuous,
we want to thank you for joining us today. Oblivion has a very
See,
special
I
place
wanna
in
score
my heart,
6
and
now.
being able to work on
Release
this
date.
remaster and
I-
bring it to a new
I actually
generation
really
of
want to know if
players
this is going to be shadow
has
dropped.
been an incredible experience.
I'd be very surprised
We
if
were
they
too
do, but it
excited
does
to
look
get it
finished,
in
so.
your hands and didn't want to just
Oh,
show
well,
it off to
it's
you
shadow
and
drop
then
then.
make you have to wait.
Shadow drop. Tomorrow. Shadow drop? Tomorrow.
The best part of my job is that I get to be the one to announce that the Oblivion Remaster will be
Today.
available
Today. It's very obvious.
today.
Knew it. Knew it. Woo! Okay. I'm downloading this so hard right now. I don't know how you can download something on. I mean,
87 years
you know, I don't care. Today.
But for all these years,
Yeah, and I'm downloading
I've
this.
never been the ruler of my own dreams.
Again, I'm going to do a video on this. I'll just, maybe one, maybe a series, we'll see. Depends how I'm feeling. Depends if anyone wants that, but doubt it.
33.
But, oh my god.
These are the closing days of the Third Era. And the final hours.
I'm just trying to think of like some, imagine Mass Effect getting this. As you can tell, I like Mass Effect.
I have seen the gates of
Even though I do think the Legendary Edition does do it justice.
no waking eye may
It's,
see.
I don't, the Legendary Edition is basically the exact same thing, but anyway. They cooked so hard with this. Again, maybe I go online and people are like, oh, they changed this, they changed that. So then it'll be like, people complain, but I think as someone that's not played Oblivion and that's only seen things, this looks great.
The time of cleansing
Bro.
draws nigh.
Who now will save us from the coming darkness?
Damn. But Bethesda games are so unique in the way that they just allow you. I mean, there are games that do allow you, but even Bethesda does it differently, and it feels different. Where you can just be set into a world and you can do what you want, go anywhere, wherever you want, and you'll find something, you'll discover something, and boom, yeah, you're set on a 2-hour expedition to do something on a quest. Just there's nothing like it, and people will always say, I don't think Starfield's that bad. I think it's a good game. I do think they made the wrong decisions, but yep. I'll score 6. Stay tuned for a special gameplay stream. Okay, I'm not going to watch that, so that's not me. But what do you think of that? What do you think of the remaster? Because that looks so good. Again, do you want me to do a series? I'll do a video. I don't know if I'm going to do a series. I'll probably play like an hour, do a video on that. Like, subscribe, dislike if you dislike, hit the bell button to get notifications for more videos. See you next week, guys, and peace. That looks so good.